Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. I actually took the time yesterday to gather myself up and go outside, look at the incredibly bright colors of fuchsia and yellow and green. And even though I have things that I worry about somewhat persistently, I felt like I sang. It was not out loud, thank goodness. But I felt that feeling in my heart of just expansion. And so I breathed into it and gently just settled into that feeling. It was really wonderful to experience that. So I hope very much that you will take up your own version of that practice as part of your mindfulness work and see what your experience is. Be curious. And as I've been being curious about worrying as a time-consuming human tendency, I've been spending more time inside, mindfully, asking that question about how does worry keep me separate from living in the present? And what does that do to my present experience of those I love, of my own sense of pace and activity, to my resiliency, looking deeply, as Ty might say it, with curiosity and acceptance, even embracing that worry as a part of present experience, and just being curious about it. And I started wondering, how does worry go together with the losses of life that can be expected and those that are unexpected? How does worry arise when a child leaves home for college or for work or for marriage or something else? How does worry arise when experience a chronic kind of condition, either mentally or physically, that is not healing or getting better? It requires adaptation and a loss of who we thought we were, or who we were not that long ago. And of course, perhaps the greatest worry is actually losing to death and transition out of this life someone that we dearly love and with whom we inter-are at the deepest level. All of these connect with that reaction of worry. And mindfulness practice provides the roots of the tree when the branches are blowing in the wind and unable to settle. So let us be seated, gently and firmly in your chair, being aware of all that is around you, allowing your eyes to close since you're in a familiar place, and bringing to mind one thing that you see, something you hear, something you feel in your body. What do you see in your imagination? What do you hear right now? How does your body feel seated in this chair that supports you and listening to the words of this meditation that comes from my heart to yours right now? And just check in, and perhaps you'll notice that right now there is not worry. Oh, you could bring it back in a heartbeat, but don't do that right now. Just let your heart beat as you breathe. and enjoy that sense of place, belonging, and support where you're seated in the body that knows how to breathe and give you life. And let us reflect for a little while on how worry and loss of all kinds so often arise together. Worry is simply human response to losing someone or something that thrusts us headfirst into a deeply vulnerable position, most often unlike anything before. We worry about new and unexpected events. We don't really know what to count on. And we wonder if anything that we choose to value is simply going to go away. And the mindful response, perhaps, is to say, yes, all things are impermanent. But what is going on right now, knowing that my suffering and my worry are both real and impermanent? And the same for my happiness. Real and impermanent. Everything cycles. Are there losses in your life right now that worry you greatly, or even persistently? Maybe losses that are very difficult to move forward from. Many times that's because to move forward gives the false understanding that what went before, what condition or person or reliable situation that you understood and could hold on to, has been left behind. And you know what? That never really happens. The powerful experiences of love and loss in our life are permanently engraved in our memory, in our hearts. And those memories continue to provide us with a relationship that we have presently lost, either with our own bodies or minds, or with someone dear to us on the outside. And so, as you're probably already thinking, what makes the difference is not being able to change the loss. Losses sometimes are not going to reverse, even though they open us to new ways of being and responding, to use breathing practice and mindfulness as a way of greeting and holding your body and mind when it goes on high alert, when losses are happening. Yes, that's what it does. The body goes on high alert and says, oh no, I'm afraid, what do I need to worry about? And this is a completely normal human reaction that invites us to sit with it mindfully, and through the breath in the body, allow that urgency to come down. It will go up and down, and we have a way of saying, I am here for you, my worry. Let me take care of you right now. And that in turn provides us with a steady state inside, where we don't need to worry, where we don't have to deny feelings in order to get by. And through that steadiness, we can develop a sense of resilience. I hurt my knee this morning, and as I was putting a little brace around it, I realized this is exactly how worry works. It grabs the pain and puts a brace around it. It says, no, the injury is not really there. So at its best, worry is a time to say yes. Welcome, worry. What is it you want me to know? And what do you need from me? And listen. If you have any serious worries, take this with you, my friends, and practice. Namaste. Amen.